Hi everyone. So this is also comes under the part of service value chain. This is another component, and then afterwards we'll be coming to the continual improvements. Then practices will be the last one. Okay, so the next one is obtain and build. So what do you mean by obtain and build? Actual implementation of the process design will be followed here, right? So you did the design and transition in our earlier video last. If required, we used the earlier CIs and the unused CIs, right? Then you have to obtain and build it. What are the inputs here? Inputs can be a technology, package, services which we have been created, diagrams, plans, and which is the input actually needs to be there. Output, how the output needs to be there. New services that is rolled out must be updated in SKMS. SKMS is nothing but service knowledge management system being updated with here KB articles. So let me explain you. Whatever the inputs you are putting in, you are transitioning with the new services, that needs to be added in your database. There is always a database in the organization to be maintained for the resources, for the recurring events. Suppose there are the incidents, right? You have to refer that KB articles to get to know that yes, okay, this is the repetitive event, this needs to be followed and this needs to be used. So there where it's a service knowledge management database is there, that needs to be updated as well. Another point comes as deliver and support. Usage of KEDB or utility and warranty is met. Deliver and support is nothing but when the usage is there for the knowledge error database or knowledge articles, utility and warranty is met here. Utility and warranty we already discussed about. Utility is that whatever you have, whatever the services you are providing, and warranty is what is the consistency of it and how it needs to be, what is the continuity of it. Continuity is as in if it is breaking in between, if that is proper or not. Improvements is current state of output performance. How to get the improvements done, that will be the inputs. So improvement, definitely in any process there must always be the improvements that needs to be adhered. Another one and the last one is continual improvements. Continual improvement is actually the another domain altogether. In some of the organization there are always the projects. For example, in order to improve the practices and initiatives, the process of the organization is offering to the client, that is CIR register. CIR register is nothing but it's a sort of database, you can say, or a file which needs to be maintained, right? The file needs to be maintained in order to track the continual services. What happens is some projects are proactively providing it to the clients, and some clients are proactively asking from the organization to provide the continual improvement services. It can be either quarterly, I should not say monthly, it can be either quarterly, biannually or annually. They have to maintain it, and that may be considered as their SLAs to be followed. So that is where it is required. So this is all we have to discuss about it. The last point which we already discussed, that we discussed about guiding principles, we discussed about service value chain, we discussed about governance, we discussed about continual improvements. Now we need to discuss about the practices. I've definitely discussed that in our next video. Thank you.